Hello, I'm George, and I have an offer to read biology at Pembroke College, Oxford. Firstly, choosing my university was actually pretty straightforward, as I knew relatively early on that I wanted to study biology, and Cambridge offered natural sciences instead of biology, which was a less appealing course to me. While I didn't get many opportunities to talk to my OE mentor, the most useful thing he told me was about how he first started his journey towards an application and some easy first steps to take, because I was finding it difficult to find a place to start. He recommended some more accessible and easy to read books that he read and didn't put on his personal statement, and encouraged me not to worry about making sure everything I did was worth putting on my personal statement. Instead, he said early on to just try and figure out which parts of the subject I enjoyed the most. In terms of interview prep, aside from mock interviews and more direct practice, I think something I did that really helped me was during form time on a Friday morning, I would talk to my form teacher about the biology book I was currently reading, discussing what I found interesting, but also what I didn't quite understand. He would then push me and help me work out the parts I didn't understand. I think this was a really good way to build confidence talking about my interests and learning to build ideas and opinions on the spot. Besides this, when preparing for the interview, I split my time between quite direct activities, like watching the mock interviews available on YouTube, and wider reading on areas that didn't come up in my personal statement. I would highly recommend this, as in both my interviews, they started with pretty standard questions about my personal statement, which I think was just intended to break the ice. But in both instances, I was able to link in some of the additional reading I had done since then, which really impressed them. I went to all the biology extension sessions. In the beginning, I found them really hard and quite daunting, but I tried really hard to flip it around and enjoy talking about the difficult areas in my subject. This definitely helped me with my interview, and it made it feel less stressful, as I was able to go into it with that same mindset of just trying to have fun talking about my favourite subject. In terms of developing my interest, a big thing for me was books, but I think how you do it depends on the subject you want to study and the type of person you are. I've learnt talking to other offer holders for biology at Oxford that there are many different ways to write a good personal statement. So my advice would be to try and get as many supercurricular activities done before you try to write your personal statement, and then to just keep having a go at writing it. And definitely be prepared to totally scrap it and rewrite it. I definitely had a fair few drafts until it clicked. Building on this, I think it's important that you don't just pick what areas of your subject you explore next because it would look good on your statement. The personal statement is a lot easier to write if it follows a genuine journey between each topic that interested you and how it led you to the next one. So, in conclusion, while initially it felt like an impossible task, in the end, I actually found myself really enjoying the process and the complex areas of my subject I discovered as a part of it. Good luck with your application, and my final tip is to believe in yourself and to believe that you can be successful.